Hi everyone, my name is Ehsan. I'm an engineer at Intel and I create videos on how to be productive at work. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 simple life rules that I follow, and I'm 41 and I have been following these for years, and these has helped me to be more productive, so I want to share it with you here. I wrote them down on these sticky notes so I don't forget. Number 1 is my phone is always on silent. We are living in a distracted world, and if you can just follow this and manage your notification, you are going to have a more productive work because you are not reactive to the other people's priorities. It might be an email, a text, or anything else. So that's why I keep my phone always on silent, because I want to decide when to check my phone. Even I have a smartwatch and I never connected my smartwatch to mirror the notification that I get on my phone to be here. I'm using this only for sleep tracking and running. So basically the things that I care about, and I don't want to answer phones, get a text or notification on my wrist. And that's why I highly recommend to you to manage your notification. And don't just follow with the default of the life. Say you have installed an app, it does ask you to have a notification and you say yes, no. Just manage what apps do you want to get notification, how do you want to manage your life and be more proactive and not reactive. And now to number 2, which is having one dedicated tool for one dedicated task. And you know, for many years, we have tried to combine all the tools in one device, which is our phone. And now when you take your phone with you, you have access to all these different tools, but you also are distracted because you are using the same phone that you use for a study to also check the social media and play games. So this will make your thinking and your behavior to, whenever you pick up your phone, to think about playing a game instead of doing something productive. So that's why I have different tools. I try to detach some of these tools and have their own dedicated tool to do one thing. So for example, when I'm doing a task, I want to know how much time I spent to finish that task. So I need a stopwatch. So what I did, I purchased a separate stopwatch to just track how much time I spent to finish a task. And that gives me an idea how much I spend, how much focus time I have during a day or a week, because I log all of these in an Excel file and I keep track of them. So I'm not using my phone to do that. So I'm using a separate dedicated tool to do this tracking. And another example is I have a Surface Pro 6 that I bought in 2018, and now that I'm recording this video in 2026, I'm still using it because this is only used to type and nothing else. So for typing, I'm using a dedicated laptop because I don't want to use my PC that I do editing and anything else, or my laptop that I'm doing all sorts of tasks with it. So this is the device that I solely use for typing and nothing else. That has made me more productive because now I have a one device for one task. Of course, this depends on what you do. Think of it, what task you do the most, and try to think if you can detach it from the tool that does all sorts of tasks like your phone. So think of it and see what you can detach from that and have a dedicated tool for it. And the next rule is I don't follow the news. I don't follow the sport games, the Netflix and all these movies. There are some cases that I have to do this because it's like a social gathering, or my wife likes to watch this movie together. In these cases, I do that. But it's not like I'm bored and I'm just gonna go grab the TV remote and sit and see what happens. I never have done that. And I'm managing to not do these sort of tasks that are like an infinite pool that if you start it, you don't know when it's gonna stop. And if you have to do it, just have some sort of bandwidth for it. Let's say if you want to follow the news, just follow it for 15 minutes per day. Or if I'm following a sport game, I just watch the 5-minute highlight of the match and that's it. And the other rule in my life is to try new things like a scientist. That might come from my identity being a chemist. I have a bachelor, master, and PhD in chemistry. So I have tried all the different possibilities to find a way in the lab. So I have learned that I have to be open-minded about new things and just try it and see if it works or not. So I have that in my life. When I learn a new thing, a new concept, a new metaphor that I learn in a new book, I just try it for a while and see if it clicks. If it doesn't, I'm okay to move on and find a new way. So that's why I have been using the Pomodoro technique, for example, for many years. And these days, I never use it anymore. Pomodoro to me is just distraction. I found my own way to be focused, which I called it Monodoro, which is the opposite of the Pomodoro, which, we have counting down for Pomodoro. In Monodoro, that I named it Mono because we do one task and be focused. So I called it Monodoro, and we just do a stopwatch and see how much time you spend. We collect the times. We are not fighting against the time. And that's why if I have a technique that I have been using for years, I'm not afraid to say, I don't like it anymore. Let's try something new. So my techniques also evolve by reading books, by trying new things. And if I try something, let's say I try to wake up too early at 5 a.m. for a while to be more productive, because people are saying this is a new way. So I tried it with an open mind and I didn't like it. Or people say, let's do a cold shower. I tried it a couple of times and I didn't like it. So I try new things with an open mind and see if it works for me. It might work for you. So try new things like a scientist. That would be a rule in my life. And the last one is to have a system for things that I do more than once. For example, every week I have to clean the bathrooms, and we have 3 of them. So what I do is I have all the components that are needed for cleaning the bathroom in each of them. The bleach, the brushes, and everything that is needed. So I have a system. I know I have to use this one first, and then this one, and the next one. So it's ready to go. And I don't have to think and look for the things that I need to do the task. The other example is like when I go traveling. So I have a separate bag just for travel, and I have a duplicate of everything, a charger, a toothbrush, and everything that I need to do a travel. I have it in that bag, and I never take it from that bag out, because I want to know if I'm going to a travel, my bag is ready and I can be ready in 2 minutes. So if I do something more than once, I make a system around it so I don't have to think twice when I want to do it. So these 5 rules has been part of my life for many years, and I like to share it with you. And one last thing before we go is I have started a newsletter. It's called 111, that every week on Monday I sent you a very short email that has one drawing, one do, something to do during that week, and one direction, a thought that you can hold on as the week unfolds, and it gives you an idea about what to do during that week, and try it like a scientist and see if it works. If it not, then move on and wait for the next Monday with the new newsletter. If you like to subscribe to that newsletter, I'm going to put the link in the description below, so you can subscribe. If you like this video, I'm going to put another video over here, which I'm going to explain 5 PC programs that I use and I recommend it to any coworker. The video is here. See you in the next one.